Michael Jackson. Between natural genius, hard work, and immense discipline. Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about one of the greatest figures in music history, Michael Jackson. The man who not only sang, danced, and captivated the world, but also managed to balance incredible natural talent with extraordinary discipline and unbelievable hard work to reach the top. Let's break this down a bit and find out how Michael reached the point where people called him the King of Pop. The first important point to understand is the environment in which Michael grew up. He was born into very powerful personalities who had a tremendous influence on him. Joe Jackson, his father, a domineering, strict, and sometimes abusive man. He wanted all his children to succeed at any cost and imposed rigorous musical training on them day and night. Perry Gordy, president of Motown, the man who taught him the music industry and professional standards. He taught him that success isn't luck, success is planning, discipline, and perseverance. Quincy Jones, the production genius, the man who helped Michael produce his first 3 albums, transforming his raw talent into legendary works. This influence was twofold, positive and negative. Positive. He instilled in him an incredible work ethic and taught him to strive for perfection. Negative. Michael became someone who was never satisfied, holding himself accountable for every detail, big or small. In short, he had talent plus pressure plus organizational genius, a very dangerous mix if he didn't have an inner light to guide it all. The love of performance and the magic of the stage. The second point, Michael wasn't just a singer. He was obsessed with performance, entertainment, and creating magic on stage. His last days, he was attending the show This Is It, aiming to make it the greatest show in history. He set himself an impossible goal. He knew from the beginning that reaching his level wouldn't be easy, and that's where the mystery began. Pressure, the pursuit of perfection, and reliance on people who weren't always honest. Unfortunately, this was part of the path that led to his tragic death alongside Dr. Conrad Murray. May God have mercy on him. But amidst all of this, his genius was undeniable. Pure genius and innate talent. Michael Jackson wasn't just a skilled artist, he was a complete musical genius. He possessed incredible natural talent, exceptional hearing, and unparalleled musical sense. His passion for knowledge and art was boundless. Every tiny detail in the songs mattered to him. His musical vision was astonishing. He would imagine every melody, every dance move, every visual effect before production even began. Stories about the spark in his eyes are countless. Anyone who worked with him noticed it. People would say, "This guy doesn't just work hard, he has a fire burning inside him." A small example, Wishes on the Pool. One of my favorite stories about him. Every time Michael jumped into a pool, he would wish to the universe or to God that he could compose the greatest album of all time. Imagine a man sitting on the water's edge, struck by inspiration, saying, "I'm going to make Thriller." And that's exactly what happened. He created a legendary album that changed the world of music forever. But the problem? After Thriller, the rest of his musical career was haunted by the shadow of that legendary album. This was a motivator for him, but it was also immense psychological pressure. The pursuit of perfection, the desire to meet all his high expectations, made his personal life difficult and sometimes destructive. The balance between talent and hard work. Michael's greatest strength. He knew how to balance his innate talent, voice, dance, stage presence, music, and innovation. Discipline, long hours of rehearsals, meticulous attention to detail in production. Hard work. Songwriting, experimenting with new moves, sound engineering, and innovation on every album. This means it wasn't a coincidence. Everything was carefully planned, even if it involved a lot of psychological stress. The dark side of success. But the harsh truth is, great success doesn't always come without a price. The relentless pursuit of perfection took a toll on his psyche. The high expectations placed on him and those around him were a heavy burden. Sleep disturbances, psychological stress, and reliance on medication were all part of the price he paid for greatness. And yet, despite all this, despite all the mistakes, despite all the problems, Michael remained a genius, and his voice, his dancing, and his musicality continue to be a source of inspiration to this day. Michael Jackson isn't just an artist, he's a living example of the power of innate talent, immense discipline, the relentless pursuit of perfection and hard work. But he's also an example of how great genius can come with great challenges, with pressures unseen by the public, and with personal suffering. Ultimately, Michael taught us something important. Talent may be innate, but greatness requires discipline, passion, and unwavering determination. And if you're asking yourself, can anyone achieve this? Answer, it's possible, but not everyone has the spark that was in Michael Jackson's eyes.